All right, we're wrapping up another rapid gossip workshop here with Tyler. He just came to it, so let's ask him a couple questions. So, coming into the RCW versus your experience now versus what you thought it was, like, did it meet your expectations? Like, tell me, walk me through that.
Yeah, so initially when I found out about this whole RCW program, I really had no idea what it was going to be. I did see that it was about challenging your idea, improving it, making it clear what you want. And coming in here, I did have a really clear idea of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to create, and it felt good to really bounce the idea back and forth, saying what will work, what won't work. And the one thing I would say is you have to be open with your idea to change. And definitely, it was more than what I expected, I would say. I expected really to just discuss the idea, the kind of basics. Oh, what you should do next, how we should make money off you. That's not really what it was at all. It was mostly how can we improve your idea? How can we make it better? What things, are you lacking in your idea? Maybe you were thinking about something that could actually hurt your idea. And that whole process, I think, was more than what I expected. And I thought it was wonderful.
Very cool. And I know you've had experience with hiring developers and all that, but going down the path that you're going now, did you look at any other developers? Like, what made Appster stand out versus like the other ones?
Yeah, actually, I was looking at developers for a really long time. I've worked with developers in the past, and just they're unreliable. They don't get things done in the time frame you want them to. Usually, their costs are varied, and you can't really trust whoever you're listening to. And I actually ended up deciding to do things on my own. I was going to be my own developer, and I came across Appster while looking for development help. I was trying to learn how to code and make my own program. And this just seemed like a much better fit than me trying to do it myself. I'm inexperienced. It wouldn't really be wise to go out and try to take on a big project by yourself as well. And the one thing I did like about Appster is that there's a team of developers that work together well. And that's something that I'm not used to. Usually you have to find individual developers with a contract. And that's wonderful that there's a team that works together, they work well, and they get things done, on time. And that's, something I really wish I had found a long time ago.
So after going through this process, is your idea the same, or would you say it dynamically changed? You made a couple pivots. Like, what do you feel about like what we built here today?
I would say it grew actually. Compared to what I have now, I feel like my idea was a lot smaller. It definitely changed. There are certain ideas that I hadn't considered, things that were kind of like eye openers. Like, this could really help, change things. And if I include this, my idea grows exponentially. I think that it grew, and it didn't change. It didn't change a lot, but it did grow. So I would say it gained a lot more than what I came in here with.
Very cool. My other question would be, if somebody else was watching this video and they wanted to do an RCW, what would you say, like prep work wise, like what to bring, like what to expect?
Yeah.
Like, tell me a little bit about that.
So definitely, you want to come in here with a clear idea. You want to research your idea ahead of time. You want to have some sort of idea of your competitors. You want to know what you're dealing with. You don't want to be clueless, and you also don't want to come in here with just one idea that is completely not open to change. You need your idea to be flexible. You want it to be open. You want to know that there's more out there that you hadn't considered. You have to be willing to answer questions that you may not have thought about. Certain things, money is a big part of it. People don't really consider money until afterwards, and then it's kind of like an eye-opener. Like, do that research ahead of time, kind of see what you're going to be dealing with. Also, maybe the kinds of things that you want to include if you're, say, making an app. You want to know what are things that you'd like to have, but what are things that you don't need to have. Sometimes you might even end up needing those in the end, or not needing things that you did beforehand. So you should really have a clear idea of all the different parts of your idea, as opposed to just one basic concept. You kind of want to break it down before you come in, so you kind of have something to go off of. It's easy to discuss different components of an idea, as long as you know what it is ahead of time, rather than getting here and being clueless, like I didn't think about that or take this into consideration. So I think that's definitely what you should do, is plan it more.
Very good. My last question would be like, what is your biggest takeaway from today? You came in here with an idea. What are you leaving with?
Motivation, definitely. I feel really good after this whole concept workshop. It helped me really understand where my strengths and weaknesses were, what I need to do next. I'm ready to take the next step. I'm ready to move on, to start talking to more people about this, to really get things done. And before coming in here, I definitely, I was more of a what can I do next kind of thing. I haven't really made much room with it. And now taking away from this is definitely the traction to start something. Is something that I didn't have before. Is really to get things like rolling. And this is where it began. And I have to say that's what I took off. It's really the start of something new.
Very cool, very cool. Well, that wraps up another Rapid Concept Workshop here at Appster. Thank you.